Let me walk through today session roadmap. First, we will begin with the overview of Microsoft Copilot Studio, what it is and why it is a powerful tool for building conversational agent. Next, we will explore how to build agents inside Copilot Studio using low-code tools and natural language capability. Then we will dive into agent-to-agent communication, how different agents within Copilot Studio can interact and collaborate with each other. Finally, we will learn how to connect Copilot Studio agents externally using Semantic Kernel, enabling more advanced orchestration and integration with other AI-powered systems. By the end of this session, we will have a clear idea how to create, connect, and extend smart agents using Microsoft AI ecosystem. Let's first we'll understand overview of Copilot Studio. Microsoft Copilot Studio at the core empowers you to innovate, build intelligent agents, extend AI-powered experience, and customize Microsoft first-party copilots to align with your vision. In the agent with the Copilot Studio, you can build intelligent agents for enterprise and third parties. Those agents handle tasks like customer support, sales assistant, and workflow automation personalized for your business. Microsoft Copilot Studio role in Microsoft 365 to redefine productivity in apps like Word, Excel, and Teams. Experience automation and intelligent insight directly integrated into your daily task. Take your business solution to the next level with the Copilot for Sales, Copilot for Service, and Power Platform. In Power Platform, the Power Apps to drive decision, automate process, and evaluate customer experience. With the help of Microsoft Copilot Studio, we can extend AI capability across other Microsoft tools like SharePoint and Microsoft Vivo. Next, we'll talk about in detail in Microsoft Copilot Studio. With the Copilot Studio, we can easily create, publish your own AI-powered agent by using the insightful building experience. Enhanced with the large language model and Gen AI, you can describe your Copilot purpose in everyday language and let the platform do the rest. Take it to the further by extending Microsoft Copilot Studio, customize first-party Copilot to meet your enterprise unique scenarios, whether it's automating help desk task, tracking expense, or managing HR and benefits. And the best part is Microsoft Copilot Studio is included with the Microsoft 365 Copilot SKU, ensuring seamless integration with the tools you already use. Microsoft Copilot Studio is a built-on connected platform. It integrated with Azure AI Studio, Azure Cognitive Service, the bot framework, and Power Platform AI models, enabling a robust and scalable foundation for conversational AI. And Microsoft Copilot Studio, including some of predefined templates with sales, travel, store operation, website Q&A. There are much more. We talk about that in later our demo time. Let's talk about the agent lifecycle. Let's start with the very first step, create an agent. In Copilot Studio, you begin by designing the framework of your agent. This includes specific the agent purpose, the tone of the agent, and core functionality. Think of is defining the personality and role of your agent. Next, we move on to chat over knowledge. Here you enhance the agent intelligence by integrating domain specific knowledge. By connecting knowledge bases such as documentation or FAQ or adding public website, you enable the agent to provide meaningful and context aware response. Once the base is set, it's time to create a specific topic. This feature allows you to craft conversational flows for a specific scenario, ensuring that the agent can handle detailed and specialized interaction seamlessly. Action and plugins come into the play when your agent needs to interact with the external system, whether it's fetching data from web service or triggering workflow in other applications. Plugins empower your agent with the dynamic capabilities. With Copilot Studio, You can deploy your agent across multiple channels like Microsoft Teams, Slack, web apps, and much more, ensuring your user can interact with it wherever they are. Once your agent goes live, to keep it effective, that's where monitor and improve comes in. Using detailed analytics and feedback, you can identify areas for improvement and fine-tune your agent for maximum efficiency. Finally, extend with Azure. You can unlock advanced AI capabilities, scale effortlessly, and integrate it deeply with Azure services, making your agent even smarter and more powerful. As there you have it, the agent lifecycle Microsoft Copilot Studio is designed to help to create agents that truly respond with your user from scratch to deployment and continuous improvement. It's all streamlined for you. Create an agent that can chat over your data. First, we'll talk about this GenAI. Let's explore how GenAI in Microsoft Copilot Studio empower your AI agent to deliver intelligent and meaningful results. With GenAI, your AI agent can enable seamless multi-turn conversation by leveraging both internal and external knowledge source. This means your agent does not just answer a question, it engaging in dynamic context-aware dialogue to address user needs effectively. Out of the box, agents can process thousands of questions in just seconds. Whether it's a technical documentation, FAQ, or corporate database, the agent provides accurate instant answer, saving time and effort for your team and customers. That's not all. You can connect APIs or background systems to your agent, enabling it pull real-time data, process it, and generate conversational response to your user queries. This makes the agent incredibly versatile and adaptable. In the Copilot Studio interface, adding knowledge is a simple and linking public website, uploading documents, or integrating existing system. The status indicates ensure you always know when your knowledge base is ready to used. Let's talk about file upload for GenAI. Let's dive into how files upload enhance generative answer within Microsoft Copilot Studio. With this feature, you can securely upload files to Dataverse, enabling your agents to use those files as a knowledge base for providing answer. Text-based documents are automatically hosted and in text, making them easily searchable and accessible for your agent to use in generating a response. And when we say files, we mean lot of formats from Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF, text, HTML, CSV, XML, RTF, JSON. Even more, your agent can work with them all. One of the standard feature is node level control. This means you can decide exactly which documents or data nodes are referred for specific conversation, ensuring the agent retrieve only the most relevant information. In this example, the agent is responding to a productivity query by leveraging upload of the PDF. The document is passed and the agent delivers detailed, accurate answer in real time. Let's move on to our demo part. Here we create a simple agent and we add our data knowledge and we chat over the data. Let's start by building our agent using a ready-made templates. From the Agent Studio homepage, we'll see the section called Explore Agent, and right side we see the option called See More. If you click the See More button, here we see the complete agent template. There are lots of templates available. Based on the need, we can start from the pre-configured template. We don't have to start from the scratch. For this demo, I'm selecting the Safe Travels template. This template is perfect for helping users with the travel related queries. Now we have selected the Safe Travel templates. Let's make it our own. These templates come with a predefined instruction like You are an assistant that helps answer questions about traveling safe both domestically and internationally. Please respond in a polite manner. It also linked to the US travel website as a knowledge source, but here exacting part, everything is customizable. If you want to modify those instruction or add into the new source, you can do it easily. And if you are unsure how to make the changes, there is a handy template instruction in the link guide to you how to modify those templates. Let's take this agent one step further by adding more knowledge. I will click this add knowledge button and a dialog pop-ups is asking me public website, SharePoint and database tables. For our travel focused agent, I will select the public website and add the European website. So I select public website here and I add the European website link, europa-union.europa.eu, and click this add button. Now the agent has access to travel information from other sites too. And here there is an option, you can modify the predefined instruction. For example, the link as considered as a name. Here I change the name of the knowledge source. So like Europa EU, like this. And here we can check the description about this website. This knowledge source search information on the web found in the website information. This is fine. And there is one more option if you are owner or not. So I'm not the owner of this website, just leave as blank and click the add button. So now this new website information has added to the agent knowledge source. So we configured our template. The next step, I want to change the name of our agent. So default come with the Safe Travels 1. Here I change the agent name, Agent Travels. Remove this one and I keep the agent name is Agent Travels. And the top right, you can see there is an option called a create. Click this button. Now the agents get creating. It takes some time, depends on the website speed and the data sources you added. The right side you can see our agent is ready to test and same time it's loaded. That's so test your agent automatically started. If you want to restart again, there is option called a restart. If you click this one, the agent get restarted. And if you want to hide it, you can just click this test button. The chat window get hidden and click back. The agent come back. So we'll send the first question to test this agent travel. So I going to send the question, what is the US visa policy? So what is the US visa policy? Sent. Now our agent travels, creating the answer based on the reference. So it get the information and it's provide the reference also where this information get from. So if you scroll down, you can see there is an option called here, the external link. If you click, the travel website get opened. So here we get the US website information where the agent find the information. Go back to our agent. This time I sent different question about Europe. So list down all the Europe, all the European countries. European countries. Agent provide this information. The European Union is made up 27 countries. Additionally, some information. In the down, you can see there is a reference again. If you click this option, So this website we added. So agent travel find this information from this website based on our knowledge source which we added. So go back to our agent. This time I sent a different question like what is Microsoft? Agent able to provide information, but there is a still reference. If you click this option, here there is information about Microsoft. So I don't want to provide Microsoft. Maybe I ask a different question. What is Google? So this time agent provide the answer about Google, but there is no reference. This because in the knowledge source, you can see the option allow the AI to use this own general knowledge. So this agent has predefined general knowledge that model has configured in the background. So agent use that knowledge to generate the answer. If you want to avoid this type of unwanted questions, so you want to focus agent only based on your domain, so you can just disable this option so that agent it won't use their own knowledge to provide the answer. While disable this option, we get the pop-up window. There is information when disable, your agent will not use the default AI knowledge and only reference the source listed under the knowledge. Yes, exactly. I want to only my agent focus on my knowledge, not his own knowledge. So I click this continue. Now our agent get disable his own knowledge, but still it's focus on our knowledge source which we added. I restart my emulator again. This time I send same question, what is Google? And try to retrieving the answer. And the agent answered, I'm sorry, I'm not sure how to help with that. Can you try rephrasing it? So it's clear. So the agent only focus on our knowledge based. The first step, we created a copilot that could chat over the data and answer travel questions. Now let's take it a step further by adding a custom topic with an AI prompt to extend this functionality. We are going to build a feature where our agent can create a travel plan for users who need ideas for the next trip. To do this, head over to topic section in Copilot Studio and click add topic, and here there are two options, from blank or create from the description with Copilot. For this demo, I go with this from blank option. In the topic builder, it's name our topic travel plans. So it's clear what it is about. Every topic needs a trigger which tells the agent when to activate this feature. For that, let's add trigger phrase. For that, go to the phrases, click this edit button. In the right side, there is an option called phrases. Meantime, I just close this test agent and keep the phrases focused. So here I add my phrases like travel plan and can you help me build a travel plan. Like that, how many phrases you want, you can add it, but at least 2 or more is helpful for the agent to understand the context of the user. Next, we need to collect the user information. Instead of asking a question one time, we will use an adaptive card to ask 2 questions at once. For this, click the plus button, add node below our trigger and choose ask with adaptive card. The right side, we can have the option to add our adaptive card information. If you want to design the adaptive card and copy the JSON, that also possible. If you use this open adaptive card designer, if you click this one, the adaptive card designer website get open, and here you can modify your adaptive card. Once everything is done, you can copy the JSON and go back to our Copilot Studio, and here you have to paste it. I have already built my adaptive card, so I just paste my JSON here. Let's see our adaptive card details. The title, travel plan, and some information. And here there is two options to the user. Where are you going to? And here user enter the country which they are interested, and how many activities are you looking for. So here the user enter the number of activities they plan for the country, and finally they have to click the submit button. So once they trigger the submit button, we collect two information which user entered. Where are you going to? That is the destination, and how many activities are you looking for? That is in the number. Now we need to process the user input to create the travel plan. For this, we will use an AI prompt. To get started this one, click this add node, call on action, and select create a prompt. The first step, we have to provide the prompt name. My prompt name called user travel plan prompt. Next, we have to write the prompt. I have my prompt called please give me within this bracket number options for activities in this bracket designation for people who are there for the first time. Please return numbered list with emojis in the name of the activity and give brief description. So I added the prompt. The next step, we have to provide the input, the number and destination. For that, in the right side top, you can see there is option called input. Click this one and click this add input. Use this option text, and first option you have to enter the input, the number which I given here, sample data 2, and next add another input, text. I just copy the same input here and sample data like USA. Once you added the input, in the prompt down you can see there is option called test prompt. So we can test this prompt how it works. So click this test prompt, and the bottom you can see there is a prompt response. Here we get the response based on our sample data. So here I provided two, so the two activities created based on the country USA. The USA travel plan is get ready. We can test one more also, like instead of 2 I provide the 5, and again I test the prompt. This time get generated. So here you can see activity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So look like our is working fine. So save the custom prompt. Once you save the custom prompt, it back to our Copilot Studio. Next up, we will connect the user input from the adaptive card to the prompt input. For that, click this arrow button and select the value. So here we provide the value is destination, and here you can select this destination here. Same for number. Click this one and use this option number here. So our prompt input gets ready. Finally, here we get the output. We have to store the prompt output. For that, I select this select a variable and use the option create a new variable. Change the variable name like travel prompt output. Finally, we will send the generated travel plan back to the user. For that, click this add node again here. Go to the option called advanced and click this generative answer. Here, the input, you have to choose this one. So previous step, our travel plan output stored in the travel prompt output. This is a record, but generative AI need the text information. So you have to select travel prompt output, that is a variable we created the last step, dot text. This option we have to choose. Look like all fine. Now I save this topic. Get saved, test this trigger. For that, go to the test emulator and restart the conversation. And first step, I'm going to provide the prompt. Can you help me build a travel plan? Send this prompt to the agent. Here you can see the highlighted information. Now our prompt in the adaptive card, here we have to choose the option where you are going to. So I'm going to Germany. How many activities are looking for? Looking for 3 activities. Submit. So once it's submitted, it processes to the next step prompt, and finally the answer passed to the generative AI. Now the generative AI prepare the response. So there are 3 activities for first time visitor to Germany. So seems to be working. This shows how easily we can extend our agent capability with custom AI prompts. Our agent is not just answering question, it's creating a value for user response. Actions. With actions and plugin, you can add powerful features to your agent, helping it to communicate easily through your APIs. You can pick from over 1,000 ready-made connector or create your own plugin for custom APIs. You can even combine plugins to build advanced workflow that fit your needs. The system automatically generates the inputs needs to run plugins, making everything simple and effective. Finally, you can either call a plugin directly from topic or use new generative actions feature to decide when and how your agent should use a plugin. Let's take your agent to the next level with the actions and plugins. Now let's jump into the demo and make it happen. Now let's move on to the next feature called action. Go to the overview screen. When you click action button, a pop-up window appears. Here we can see the different types of action. Connector, custom connector, flow, skill. A connector, there are predefined action that seamlessly connect to the variation service and application. Custom connector allows you to create your own integration with our other services, giving you more flexibility. The flow, we can integrate workflows created in Power Automate, variation task and pre-process. Finally, skills. Those are the reusable pre-built conversational skills that can enhance our agent capabilities. Now we add power to our travel agent and we want to provide weather information. To achieve this, we can add the MSN weather connector, giving our agent the power to fetch and deliver accurate weather updates. So if you select the connector, here you can see the option get forecast for today. Select this get forecast for today and it will take some 1 or 2 minutes to create this action. So this action connect to MSN weather, click next, and this action need 2 input, one for location and another one for units. Go to the edit inputs. Here the 2 input available. Here you can choose the option how you want to provide the input to this action. Whether you want to dynamically fill with best option or you want to set a default value. For location, I leave it as a dynamically fill with best option. So GenAI, our agent will fill this input. I'm going to change the input in the units. So units, I don't want to provide by the agent. Instead, I use my own input. For that, I use the set a value. And here there is another confirmation. Are you sure want to change the way the agent fills this input? Any changes you have made will be lost. Fine, let it last. Confirm. The next we have to select the value. If you click this value, you can see the 2 options, one for Fahrenheit, and another one for Celsius. I go with Celsius, so I select the C here, click Save. So one input provided by our GenAI and another input as a developer, I have selected this option. So click Next. And here there is another option. If you want to change the display name or you want to do any description for this agent, you can still edit and modify it. I go with the default option, and finally our review input and output. Finish. Our action has added here. In action, there are two ways we can invoke this action. One way, as we can give to this agent decided when should call this action, or you can add this action under the topic. So if you want to add this action in this our travel plan topic, here you can go to this. If you go here, click this node, add node, and go to this call on action, and the third option, plugin. You click this plugin and our added action come under here. You can select and add it, or you can leave it as I said, agent will take care. So I go with the agent take care mechanism. So go back to our overview section and I restart the agent here. Here I send the prompt, what is weather in Chennai? I send the prompt, what is weather in Chennai? Now our agent working on it, and agent respond is the current weather in Chennai is not mentioned in the available documents, blah blah information. But we added the action, but agent not able to use this action to fetch the weather information based on the city. The problem is we have to enable the generative AI. For that, go to the settings and go to the generative AI option. Here you can see there is a question, how should your agent interact with the people? Classical way, that means based on the topic. There is another option, generative preview. Use generative AI to respond with the best combination of action, topics, and knowledge. So this we have to enable it. Select this generative AI, save, saved, and I go back to my agent here, and now they send the same question, weather in Chennai. And here you noticed once I enabled, there is option open activity map to follow along your test conversation so that we can track how it is working. Then I send my question Chennai and the action get enabled, get forecast for today. And here the input, one we assign for Celsius and another one for location. This location provided by our agent. So based on our prompt, it's able to find the city name in our prompt. So the Chennai is a city and it's get filled. And here we can see the output. There are 39 different kind of outputs available. And finally, our agent will concatenate this one and provide this weather information, daytime and nighttime. So this is an example of action how to use in our Copilot agent. We have created our safe travel agent. Now we go to publish this agent. To publish this agent, the right side top, you can see there is an option called the publish. You have to click this button. After that, it review and verify your agent settings. Then it publish with the channels as we selected. So here there is a 3 items. There is a warning message here. We have to review it. So at the moment, I don't want to do any authentication or any other settings changes here. Let it be there. Next, click this publish button. Let's our agent get published. Your agent is being published. Feel free to close this window. Your agent will keep publishing in the background. So now the Copilot Studio. Now Copilot Studio agent preparing our agent to publish. Here our agent get published. So far we have created agent and it get published. In the next step, we will explore how multiple agents built using Microsoft Copilot Studio can communicate and collaborate with each other. This agent-to-agent communication helps build more dynamic, modular and intelligent workflow across different scenario. Let's move on to Microsoft Copilot Studio and create one new agent. Once the agent has been created, we use our safe travel agents inside our newly created agents. In Microsoft Copilot Studio, I'm going to create one new agent. For that, the left side, you can see there is a option called create. Use this button, create a new agent. You can use the create new agent button. You can describe your new agent type, or you can use the agent template also. For in this example, I'm going to use the agent template called website Q&A. I select this agent and the name of this one, help agent website Q&A, and I leave all the other information as go with the default one. Create the agent. Once the agent has been created, in the top you can see there is option called agents. Select this agent tab, and here you get the option called add a agent. You have to use this button add, and here you get two different options, one for create an agent and another for connect an existing agent. So if you want to create the new agent, you have to use this option to create the agent newly. So this agent we have already created, our agent called help agent website Q&A. So I'm going to use the safe travels agent in this agent. So I'm going to use safe travel agent inside our help agent website Q&A. So for that, I have to choose the second option, connect an agent. Click this one, select an agent to connect. Here it's list down all the available agents. In case your agent is not listed here, and make sure it get published or not. Once the agent get published, those agents only display here. In previous step, I published our safe travel agent. That's the reason it's get display here. I select this safe travel agent. So here you get the agent information, the description, provide answer to common travel questions and related health and safety guidelines, and the agent description. So let it go with the default one. I add the agent here using this add agent button. Our agent added successfully. Once we added the agent, and in the top you can see there is a information, enable your Copilot to respond with the best combination of tools and topics using GenAI. So if you go to the GenAI settings, the default is selected as a classic orchestration. So we have to select the first one, response will be dynamic. So select the first option, yes, and save these settings. The information has been saved. We go back to our agent. The next step, I'm going to send the prompt like plan trip to Germany, Germany for 5 days. This time, our help agent connect to our safe travel agent, get the information about our prompt, and the response will see in our test your agent chat window. So send this prompt. Once the prompt sent, you can see this map here. Safe travel agent is connected and it's connected to the knowledge source. And try to get the information here. Our prompt information, plan for 5-day trip to Germany, and a response has been prepared and is completed here. So here we get the final response from safe travel agents. Those information display here, and here safe travel related conversation. We send an email to the agent person, so the email also is done. And so finally we get the response here from safe travels. So 5 days travel plan information, and this information we get from the Safe Travels. So this is a simple example how to connect agent to agent using Microsoft Copilot Studio. So this topic we'll explore how to extend our Copilot Studio agent by connecting them with external systems using Semantic Kernel for smarter orchestration and advanced workflow. To connect our Copilot Studio agent, first up, we have to create app registration in our Microsoft Azure portal. So my dashboard, I go to my overview session, and here the add button, you can see the option called app registration. Click this menu and it redirect to our registered application. Here we have to provide the app name. So app name I called as Connect Copilot Studio Agent. Studio Agent, this is my app name. And who can use this application? I go with this single tenant MEP account only. And the redirect platform, first you have to select the platform. Here I used public client, native mobile and desktop option. So here enter HTTP localhost and click the register button to register this application. Application has been created successfully. We have to use the client ID and tenant ID. This will come little bit later. The next step, go to this app permission and use the option add a permission. And here go to this API my organization uses and just search the Power Platform API. You have to choose Power Platform API and use a delegated permission. And if you scroll down, you can see there is option called Copilot Studio, and you have to choose this one, Copilot Studio.copilots.invoke. Select this one and add permission. In case if you're not able to see this option in your app registration, you have to execute the PowerShell script to enable this Power Platform API in your Azure account. That I will add into the end of this video. So let us assume you have enabled this option in your app registration, and you can create the new client secret for this app. Select this one and description Connect Copilot, and default is coming 6 months. It's okay, it's a demo. So I select the 3 months time period here and add. So this is our secret key. We have to copy it. Just copy this one. The notepad, I just note on my key. Created the app. Move to our Visual Studio. In Visual Studio, I have created one console application called Connect Copilot Studio. In this one, first up, you have to install the NuGet package to connect our Copilot Studio. For that, go to the NuGet package manager and search Microsoft Semantic Kernel Agents Copilot Studio. Install the latest version. In my project, I have already installed the supported packages. So directly go to the program.cs file. So how to connect it? To connect the Copilot Studio, we have to use our app which we registered in the Azure portal. So for that, we need app client ID, tenant ID, and our application secret. So just add here string app client ID we need, this one, and tenant ID needed, tenant ID, and our app client secret we need. So this is a demo application. That's the reason I directly define my app ID, tenant ID, app client secret here. In production, you should not do like this. So The client secret I have noted here. So just copy this one and paste to this app client secret. And we need the client ID and tenant ID. So go to the overview session, and here you can see our client ID, this one, copy this one and paste it in client ID. The tenant ID overview section again, and here you can see our tenant ID. Copy this one and paste to this place. Semantic Kernel SDK offers a class called Copilot Studio Agent, which is responsible for handling user prompt and communicating with Copilot Studio. This class requires Copilot client to manage interaction with the Copilot Studio features. Additionally, the Copilot client depends on the Copilot Studio connection settings, which provides the necessary connection details for accessing the Copilot Studio. So we have to use these three classes: Copilot Studio Agent, Copilot Client, and Copilot Studio connection settings. Copilot Studio Agent and variable called Copilot Studio Agent equal to new of. So Copilot Studio Agent need Copilot object. So we have to create the object for Copilot client. So here, before that, we create the Copilot client, and it's called the Copilot client. And to create the object, we have to use Copilot Studio Agent dot create client. So here we have to pass the Copilot Studio connection settings. To create the Copilot connection settings, just go here before that one. So Copilot Studio connection settings, new of. So here we have to pass the configuration section, or we can directly pass our tenant ID, app ID, and the app client secret. So here for the first argument we have to pass tenant ID, second app client ID, and our app secrets, client secret. So this also is ready here. So this session we have to pass it here, Copilot Studio Agent create. And once the object has been created, the Copilot Studio object, we have to pass it here. So basic setup is ready here. And there is a still warning. So this is experimental. So we have to disable this warning. So here I add warning disable. So all the warning is gone. From this step, we created the object to connect our Microsoft Copilot Studio agent. So finally, we will call the invoke function to send our prompt to the Microsoft Copilot Studio agent. So wait for each. This one is a chat message content and chat message in agent in Copilot Studio agent dot invoke. So we have to pass our prompt. So the prompt is trip to Germany, and we just print the information. Console.writeLine chat message dot content, and finally we just console.read. So we run this application and connect our Microsoft Copilot Studio agent. Start here. We got the exception. This is the expected behavior because we have to tell which agent I should connect, because Microsoft Copilot Studio, you have created a number of agents based on your requirement. Which agent we should connect? So for that we have to pass the environment ID, and so stop the application. Go to Copilot Studio. So I plan to connect the safe travel. Go to the settings and go to the advanced option and go to the metadata, and here you can see this environment ID and the schema name. These two information we have to pass in our connection settings. So I just note down this environment ID, copy, and go to Visual Studio, connection settings dot environment ID. So here we have to pass the environment ID, and we have to pass the schema also. Connection string dot schema name, we have to pass it. So the schema name, again go to and copy the schema name, Visual Studio, paste it here. That's it. So we created the connection settings with environment ID and schema name. Now we'll run this application and get the result from our safe travel agent. Our prompt sent to the safe travel agent, trip to Germany, and safe travel agent responds to the prompt. So the response we get in the semantic kernel, and we just display in the console application. Here are some important points to consider when planning to trip to Germany, and including the reference. So this is just an example how to connect Copilot Studio in outside environment. As I mentioned earlier, while creating the app in the Azure portal, if you did not see the Power Platform API listed in under app permission, you need to manually enable it using the new Azure AD Service Principal command. So here are the steps how to use this command. First, install the Azure AI module. If you already installed, leave it. Second, connect to your Azure AD account using this command. This will prompt to you authenticate with your Azure account. Finally, you have to execute this command, new Azure AD principles app ID. This is the app ID for enable Power Platform API. After successfully running the above command, go back to the Azure portal and you should now see the Power Platform API listed under the app permissions. I hope you enjoyed this session, how to create Copilot Studio agent and how to agent communication. Finally, how you can access this Copilot Studio agent outside, example using semantic kernel.